4 seconds until the lights go on, and there's something I really miss. It's the feeling of the 24 hours race when 160 cars just accelerate through the whole Rhine chicane. But this time everyone is standing. Nevertheless, it will be exciting today. And we can see Aaron Roberts, who got robbed from his pole position by some drivers, just trying to attack now straight downwards to the Yokohama.
Yep, coming first corner and forward. Oh, Jesus, that was close. Nimi, very fun. Chris in second place. Karen third, and Robertson fourth.
That is that start worked out pretty well. Let's watch a little bit behind, and yes, everyone is driving. I think we lost someone. That is Darius, who I don't know what happened to him. He got a drive-through penalty because of speeding in a pit lane. I guess he didn't confirm his space on the starting grid, right?
He did not. I saw an empty grid space. I was trying to figure out who it was, but it still said there was a spot on the grid on the leaderboard. So he's starting pit lane, obviously, and he's got a driver penalty, so he's got a mountain to climb. Potentially one of the fastest drivers here.
But as we said about Nico, he has now bought into some fun. He can just try chasing it. I mean, it's a 1.5 hour race. There's much time to just come back.
There is indeed. He's already up to 20th place, starting from, wow, what was it, 33rd, 32nd?
I don't know, but yes, I think so. And look how he's just whoop! Someone is just flying away through the chicane. But look how Nico is tackling the brake. Awesome, really awesome to watch him.
That is crazy. I hate to say it, but look, he's trying to scare someone off there by putting this car up in the top. It's just tempting. Going front there, you can sort of off the track. Yeah, well, Nico's driving for purpose here. Top 12 by the time he finished first lap of this track.
I mean, now is a very difficult place through Hudson-Bach. I don't think he can do anything. Maybe shortly before Flugplatz, but then it's always the double right-hander. Do you really want to attack there? Someone is standing. It is, who was it? It was one of the pole setters. I can't really see it. I think it was Christian Seidel. But if you attack here, you lose so much momentum down towards Arenberg. I don't know if you really want it.
I mean, obviously the adrenaline's pumping at this moment, especially when you've really made up so many places. You want to keep that momentum, but you've got to show a little bit of patience around track. There's so many of these corners are not fast. So you kind of just got to wait for someone to make a mistake, and then just wait for the right corners to make it.
Nico Nüninghoff around the outside. That would be just exciting. I mean, yeah, a moment of a very long distance corner. I don't think you could really manage to do it. Let's jump a little bit forward, because it seems like at Adenauer Forst, Jonas Parren just closed the gap to Chris van der Ziele.
Yeah, it's pretty tight at the front. Audi, Porsche, heavy representative of Audi. I'm a little surprised to see more BMWs and Mercedes as well, especially in the top 5.
It's funny to see, right? When you watch at the ADAC GT Masters Esports, all the top drivers are driving the Mercedes. Today, I can't really see some. I see one at position 21.
Leading Mercedes is 15, and we see as well only a couple of Corvettes, leading one being 16.
Yep, and as I bring back the split screen, so everyone can see what happens a little bit further back. I think from all what I see through my tool, Nico is just pushing very hard, and we don't want to miss it.
Now we'll keep an eye on, it's coming in 17th, but yeah, we've got a big field here, a lot of things can happen, and basically surprises and someone can't the field once the cars pull down a little bit.
5 minutes left since the race started. And we are on Konrad Wenck, who's just pushing around Georg Ordner right in front of him. Georg Ordner is just on P5 with 1.3 seconds gap, and now I think Jonas just went for the move.
A little bit risky, but yeah, you really want to go for that when the goal in really good run. But they're very close here as they begin what I would think of challenging.
And the chat asks us if there are no boats. It took me a little while to understand what this meant. I think they meant the Bentley.
Yeah, I've even called it that in some of my posts in the SRO Esport. Oh, here goes the larger barge here with Emilio. I'm sorry if I've butchered your name, but the driving 14th and pick up in some ways. But yeah, he's doing good though. I think he's got to show a little bit more patience at this stage.
So let's keep an eye on where's the first boat. I don't know.
The first boat in 28 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, look. So yeah, also look, 28th place. And his teammate, teammate in colour in 29th. So, but it's still just very nice to see some Bentleys racing on this all, some smoke.
Yeah. We are. What you couldn't see was whoop, whoop, and everyone just standing there, and I assume that was Nico. Yes, it is, and oh god. Okay.
Oh, Nico, that's not nice. Nico, you don't be doing that.
We don't do that. Nope.
No matter who you are, you don't want to be going straight into whoever caused the accident. Well, we don't know what happened, but that's not nice.
Nope. I think emotional control is one of the most important skills you can bring in your esports career, no matter what game you're playing.
Absolutely correct. Even no matter what level, you've got to show composure, you've got to show patience, especially around this. I've said already, but you've got to show patience. It's not just a lot of players know a lot of that.
So, as it seems like someone already knows Nico Nüninghoff in the chat and says, I understand why people complain about him in Discord. I don't know, I can't judge, and I really don't want to judge. So, but yeah, it seems like he didn't do the best advertisement. Beside of Jonas Parem. Oh, and there we go. 3 wide in the direction of Antonius Buche. Jonas Parem just went a little bit early out and lost the momentum, so Aaron Roberts just took his chance.
Great move, and I'm not saying because he's a fellow Brit, which is always nice to see on race. They have a huge representation on race, but to see the output, that's really good stuff, Aaron. So hopefully he can, well not hopefully, but see if he can gain on to this and get another overtake here.
Yes, it is about Porsche and Mercedes, and I think we have a little bit chaos further back. It's someone who lost lots of aerodynamics, and this is scary, as we can see in the body language of the Bentley. Oh no, the ghost wall.
That's a shame. I mean, you don't want to keep on the track. I mean, that can be very scary. You have to put that section of track offline, especially what's on the next.
Yes. Now he learned. I think it was pretty expensive at that point, but yeah.
Yeah, well, no race. You can get back into it, and I mean, moving to fleet cars from
Yes, I mean, we have one of the Bentleys climbing up the ladder. He's already on P24, so everything should be fine. And we are on Kirill Sukovikov. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it well. We are on Kirill, P9, because some people already asked to see Kirill, and yeah, we want to give you the chance.
Yeah, I've seen it now. As much as I've seen before as well.
Yep, and he's doing great. So, I mean, at 8:29, well, there's a little bit time to improve. If you see the leader who had a free track is going for 8:22, so there is some space to improve.
But I'm really free to see how he's going to oh no, but sometimes breaking the bits towards because the track is well, unified next lap. So, yeah.
We watch how the race looks like from Chris van der Sieden, right from the rear camera. And it seems like Jonas Paren is just taking up the pressure, so Chris maybe is forced to make a mistake.
Very tight, close here. Roll on the back of him.
That is...
Sorry, I'm just enjoying this little company here.
Ah, me too.
BMW's catching up though, close to home, so we'll claim.
They really need to be careful now, because the BMWs now get in a section where they really have a huge advantage.
Absolutely, and top speed advantage. So, it's more tasty.
Okay. Wuschel VR writes, the audio sounds broken. Can you help me? What do you mean with the audio sounds broken?
Hard for me to say because Thomas, you sound pretty good to me.
That's good. That's awesome. And you sound good to me, so I cannot really say. I think it is about my microphone gain. I'm always struggling a little bit because yeah, I need to adjust all the sliders here. There's so many pitches, so many sliders, and I think the co-commentator was really quiet. Don't think so. Oh yeah, I see that. I see that, Jack. You're just going very late into it. Maybe could you check your browser which microphone you gave into the stream? Maybe you just gave the webcam microphone. That would be odd.
Huh? Everything's good on my end. Maybe I'll just talk a little bit louder. I mean, oh, any side by sides? Yeah, that would be good.
It looks awesome. It looks awesome, and still the guys just managed to just give enough space to thread each other respectfully.
Just about. Obviously, you don't give him too much. You don't want to. I mean, he's going to be overtaken easily, but yeah, that section of track is always a little bit of give and take there.
Oh, Jack, it really seems like you put the webcam into your browser because at the microphone, because I just rewatched the stream right now, and it doesn't sound like you sound in this one. So it really sounds roomish. I don't know what to say. It's roomish. In Germany we say you're sitting in a Gießkanne.
Okay, then give me a little bit and try and fix this.
You just need to find the settings in your browser. I think you can just click on the little camera in the browser URL, and then you can fix it. While we are still on Jonas Paren, which who's really trying to get past Chris van der Sieden. And this doesn't work out until now because Chris did the mistake I expected to happen, because Jonas was just putting up the pressure very high. But now Jonas is under pressure. 2 BMWs behind them, right into the direction to Döttinger Höhe, which is a little bit odd for the Audi.
Yeah, bit of a shame really. A little mistake. He's only down to 7th place though. And if these guys keep battling, then he's got a chance to make some ground back up.
Yep. Sitting in one. So guys, tell me, I really, it's difficult for me to rehear now the stream. Please tell me if yeah, genau, if Jack came out of his watering can. That is the thing I wanted to say.
Okay, how was that?
I don't know. We need to wait. Let's have a look a little bit back, because oh no, don't look back. We are right now on the Döttinger Höhe, and it seems like Jonas Paran is able to hold his lead in front of the BMWs, but now Konrad Vrenk is charging on him. He tries to get to the inside, which I think is right now the best position you can be. Mo?
Absolutely. Still side by side. Nah, he's lost out there, sadly.
Jack, the audience tells us that it is basically the same. So maybe you just close your browser, then the audience can't hear you anymore, and just restart the vMix link I gave you, and then it should just work out. And then just be careful what kind of microphone you give the browser.
Alright then. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we will try. Will there be a mandatory pit stop? I think from the last race, yes, we saw a mandatory pit stop. And now we jump a little bit back to Thomas Olivietto, even though maybe Georg Ottner is able to pass Jonas Paran. But yeah, we don't want to see only the same guys, especially not when we are in an online ranked match. It's not about a whole championship. It's more about yeah, having fun together. And I don't see Jack back, so I think he's trying to make it. Would be cool. And it seems like, oppa, we lost someone. It's Mr. Minimi, and he lost the car on, what is it? Is it the section right behind Michael Schumacher is? I don't know. I can't really see that. It's very strange position. Yep, it seems like, was it behind Bildstein? I think Kingel is now passing him. Oh man, and now Mr. Minimi is out. That's sad, but good for Aaron Roberts. Yes, and your doubts are totally right, Munchel VR. I don't think you can really go for a serious stop. Even though you maybe manage your fuel, I don't think you can manage your tires. Let's see what Jack has to say, or how Jack sounds. Nope. He tries. At least I can see him right now. But he's trying to get his microphone done, so I just wait for your signal. And what is... oh god. Bañeras. Bañeres? Is it Bañeres? Every Spanish audience, just tell me, is Bañeres the right pronunciation for it? I don't know. I don't trust myself to pronounce the first names.
How is that? So I've just been fiddling around, pressing a bunch of things.
I don't. Yes, I can't see you anymore, but I see that you're back into the stream. So I don't know. Let's see.
I pray that it's better.
We will see. Our audience will tell us. Ah, that's much better. Nice. So we don't have any Jack anymore. Here, that's Jack. It's just the black picture. It's only me now. So, Jack, I put so much work into the screen. I can't tell you that. I did it, I think, 3 times because I just misclick all the time. It's gone.
Well, yeah, I am seeing that. I've got the lights off, you know. I probably look better like this as well if you can't see me.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, but if I do it again with you though, Thomas, I'm sure we'll have it sorted out. Might just be better just have it like this for now, so they can hear me clearly anyway.
Yes. The funny thing is, you sound much better now for me in Discord as well. I don't understand why, but yeah, I now hear you much better. By the way, I always thought that the livery of Christian Seidel, which is driving an Audi R8, is just brilliant because it's this historic Audi livery.
Yeah, to me it's a little bit, to my eyes, it's a little bit of a generic type of livery. Isn't there a car in the DTM which has that same livery as well?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's basically the most historic livery that Audi ever had.
Yeah. That's a good point, yeah. My apologies say it's generic, I should say. That I'm used to seeing this on the Audi Quattro rally car.
Yes.
Probably where I've seen it most. And in the Audi DTM cars from the early 90s.
Yes. So Jack, all your contract possibilities on Audi are now closed, I think.
Well, I'm a Mercedes guy, so it doesn't bother me too much.
Ah, right. So I like people who have strong opinions and have opinions. By the way, Jonas Paren just did a great move here. Just had the bravery to pass the Porsche, but let's see how Mutkurve will work out for him. We saw him sometimes going wide here, and which costs you obviously lots of momentum. But who's driving behind him? It's Kirill. He was not brave enough to close the gap or try to hold the gap, so there was nothing to do for him.
No, but you know what? He might have done the smarter thing because this is a section of track really where you don't even want someone right up close behind you. It'll cost you a bit of time. And when you've got people in front of you, you can use that guy to maybe gain those in front. So he probably done the smarter thing there, I'd say.
While talking about smarter things, we changed the camera to Georg Ortner, which is already improved, or which has already improved to P number 3. He just managed to get his nose out of every trouble, and so he just improved step by step.
Yeah, he's keeping out of trouble so far, doing really well. I suspect we're going to see him in the top 3 come the very end. Is Nico? No, Nico is not running anymore, so
No.
he retired after that calamity.
Yeah. I would say not the best advertisement for Williams. I hope he find a better how can I say that? Better emotional state for the next race.
Yeah, because you know it's natural for anyone to be annoyed when you've been, well, if you've been hit. We don't know what happened to him, but when you've been hit, it's natural to be annoyed. But yeah, when you're at a team like he's at, especially a top team, you don't want to be doing anything like that makes you look bad.
Nope. But Jack, before we keep on talking about this race, I will show everyone a little sneak peek what is going on for next week's online ranked multiplayer, and I think, Jack, you will certainly jump into the cockpits. So let's have a look. So next week's online ranked multiplayer will be FRUS on Indianapolis. What do you say about that?
Wow. I was not expecting that, I have to say, but that's a welcome surprise. Wow. That'll be definitely something to tune in for.
It's still one of my biggest dreams to have a esports series with the FRUS. I just like the high aerodynamic turbocharger, push to pass, several compound idea. I really do love it.
Yeah, certainly got a lot of variables. Push to pass, even some people say push to defend. So, as someone just put in the chat, it'll be very interesting.
And Jonas Parem is getting or is stuck behind the BMW. And he did very well. He got the right momentum. He nearly overshoots the engine power of the BMW, but in the end he has to just back off. Now is the chance to really attack at Yokohama. I think it's the best position for the Audi because it is better on the brakes, it has better rotation speed, and now he can gain a little bit on the BMW until they, I think from now to end of Hatzenbach, he has a little bit advantage.
Yeah, not much there Demori can do, but it really showed down the Dosner the strength of the BMW, because while Jonas got the run, once he pulled out, he didn't really have the legs to make the move fully stick. He had to wait all the way to turn one. So you really see the advantages and disadvantages of both these cars just in the last 40 seconds.
Oh shit, no. That's not allowed. I need to add you to the scene because, yeah, I thought, okay, all right, if I have no picture anymore from you, then I just use my old scene bit. Yes.
Also, bad boy for swearing.
Yes. That is pretty much the most difficult thing if you're not a native speaker, I think, because yeah. Obviously, you don't want to swear in your own language because you just, you just get used to it, and then you switch to different languages. I can swear on Italian, Spanish, and English. That's a problem.
Yeah, and I will say that even us English, we do know what German is for that word you just said, so we're even aware of that. So. We're smart, you may think, you know.
So a little bit sad that my picture is not running as smoothly as I think. I don't know. I need to ask my IT for tomorrow. I think Thomas will not be happy about it, but he gets that puzzle. I don't want to solve it.
But John's worth doing, give it to someone else. That's what I'd say at work anyway.
Yes. So we are in a backmarker pack. It's led by Snail Low. Can't really imagine that this is his real name. He's followed by Stumpnik with the boat.
Yeah. You got Mercedes, you got the boat, you got the Audi, and another Audi, and Porsche as well. So. I don't know if Lowe just overtook Stadnik or if they caught up to Lowe, so this could get very interesting.
He had a little bit of problem in Hatzenbach. I call it all the time alternative ideal line. He stacked up the whole field behind him, and then look how big the gap got right in front of Flugplatz. I don't understand that.
Wow, the Mercedes, the car smoke there, a little bit weird. But I gotta say, from experience, I've not driven the Bentley on race streams. I cannot really say what the advantage and disadvantages of it are, but I'm gonna guess it has a straight line advantage. It must do.
Yes.
The power of that car, it's insane.
I'm really not able to drive this car because it has so much power. The moment when you think about hitting the throttle, the car just goes forward. It's I don't understand how to drive these cars.
Well, isn't that kind of natural that when you hit the throttle, the car does go forward?
Yeah, yes, but I think this car is more about, you know, just thinking about hitting the throttle, not just doing it.
Yeah, I guess in terms of just outright feel, you have a more sense of power with Ben over China. Alex Margitas has got driving penalty, so we can do the first pit stop of the race, and it did not go well, I don't think.
No, late lunch here from Georgiev. Tried to sneak into the apex, but that doesn't work out. Maybe no.
No. The outside in this section, that's rare to see. Can you pull it off?
Nice one, nice one. Just balancing the car on the tarmac.
Oh, that's good. But a little hip and shoulder as well as he overtakes Schultz. That's a good move. I know Schultz gave him a little bit of the room, but credit to Giorgio for keeping them opportunity alive there.
Yes. And Christoph Joni just slipped past Frank Schultz. He just used his momentum, and I cannot really say what kind of livery is that. I've never seen that before. What kind of series could that be?
I don't know. I'm using that as well. It stands out. It's a nice livery. Can't deny that.
And
I'm also sorry to cut you off. I'll say sponsor WM Waste Management. I'm used to seeing that in NASCAR. And isn't there a team in some kind of German series that runs that sponsor? I think I've seen it before, but never on the BMW.
I never seen it as well. I don't know. And but what we see here is the fighting group we left a short time before, and now they go through Mutkurve. The Mercedes is lifting heavily, but the Bentley is lifting even a little bit more. So the Porsche has a rundown.
Yeah, you got Darius coming back to the field. You've got 4 different cars in this battle, which is nice to see. But all Darius, it's a good daring move.
And Christian Seidel, he's really just to stay. He tries just to stay alive here. It's more surviving mode.
Yeah, it's probably best. Especially in this part of the circuit, you can only lose time if you try to force yourself into a back of this room.
Whoa, Darius, he's really trying to be creative, where you can find maybe some space, better angle. Now he should have a little bit of dirty tires. Still, he managed to catch the car and get past the Bentley.
Yep, it's one thing to go wide, when you get the dirt on your tires. It's a terrible feeling. You've got no grip, and he seems to have lost a bit more time there.
Yep, it seems like Stanchik is getting passed by.
And I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just had the broadcast just go to live straight away. It just like accelerated. So if you heard me talk about some things about a minute ago and they were delayed, that's why.
All right.
So, but it's now up to live, as far as I know. We've got Judas here, catch up to 5th place at the start of the Dossenhoor.
And he's chasing now Chris van der Zielen.
Yeah, the slipstream, or you may get side by side before we get to the very top. Closing, getting near the 280k. Pulls out and.
I mean, it's kind of the best situation where you can find yourself in, right? If you go inside Antoniusbuche, you save so many meters on the surface. And what I told that last time on the online ranked, I think in sim racing people are just too nice in overtaking. So they just leave so much space if someone comes around, and they don't really push the opponent and the position they think it's the most odd spot for them. And so Chris van der Zielen just ran wide on Antoniusbuche and just lost his position by letting Jonas pass through the inside.
Yeah. Well, that's partly true. I will say that Jonas, he had enough of his car ahead at the very top of the section to where, even if he went outside or inside, he would have still made the move work. He had the momentum. Also, good move overall, and he's going to progress further, I think.
Yep. By the way, progressing further, there's no one expect of Alex Margitas who pitted yet, and they all decided to run a next lap. I think most of them then will come in next lap, so we'll have full pit lane.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, especially on this lap while the drivers have got the tire wear itself is probably down to about 40% at this point. They're in the orange, so I don't want to see any mistakes from anyone, as I'm sure you don't, but if we're going to see any, it could be more on this lap, just through tyre wear.
And you could see on the fast long corners, the BMW just closes the gap, and every time there is a very tight, slow or mid fast corner, the BMW just loses some tenth.
Yeah, but he's closing a bit back up onto the Porsche. I don't know if Tobias made a mistake or just the nature of the car, but yeah, what's the quickest lap of the BMW to drive behind? Because you've got 8:25 for Tobias.
It's let me check. It's 8:22. So Radoslav Piatkowski is way faster. I mean, way faster is a little bit over the top, but 3 seconds, it's a bit.
And on 8:17 from Simon Demori here. It's also BMW. Looks like he's keeping up to Jonas Parent.
And in front, everyone just splits up a little bit. We see Aaron Roberts leading the field by 3.5 seconds. Then we have Konrad Wenk with 3.2 seconds, Georg Ortner with 3.6 seconds, Marcel Weber with 2.4 seconds, and then Chris van der Sieden with 1.9. And then we are on these two drivers. It's Jonas Paren and Simon de Mori. Simon de Mori is doing a way better job than last time. He just overshoots so many apexes by being a little bit too greedy.
Yeah, he was. So I did watch a little bit of that race, and I just want to say from obviously I've driven them, the DTM car that was in last week's race, it's a very tough car to drive. So while you watch your medicines into some mistakes, those cars, they're a completely different kind of fish that needs to drive.
I just love to watch. I just love to watch. And still, I'm curious. The chat didn't say anything. The chat didn't say anything about this livery. I really want to know where this comes from. I cannot really say. Liquid Moly, and this is a serious sponsor on Liquid Moly. Which is it? Blancpain? Is it 24 hours? Which 24 hours is Liquid Moly main sponsor?
I don't know. I'll tell you what, for people in the chat who are watching, that'll be a trivia question for you. Can a Sprite for anyone that finds out where this comes from?
Oh, and Christoph Joni has its hard time to just nail any corner right now. I have to say that like that because he missed now every single apex since the last 5 corners.
Yeah, it's not the best looking lap so far, but he's probably focused quite a lot on the cars around him, which will always take your focus away from the track.
Yes. Again, 2 apexes missed, and it's basically always just by a little bit. It seems like he's so focused on his mirror that he's braking just 1 or 2 meters too late.
Yeah, a little bit wide there, touch the grass. Schultz got a run on him. Very close. Good thing from Schultz, he could have had the run to get alongside on the outside, but you don't really want to be in that position as we head. What is this section of the tracks here? I'm terribly sorry for my lack of track knowledge, especially my name.
Yeah, that's a good question. I knew that for some time, but I don't do so much. I think it's Brünchen. Is it Brünchen? Oh God, I don't want to say it out loud.
Yeah, I'll have to do it.
Nah, Kesselchen. Kesselchen. It's Kesselchen. Brünchen is way later. We're approaching closely the Hohen Achter, then I think something like that. And we are. Oh no, that is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do like that. So we see through the cockpit of Frank Schultz and over the hex spoiler of Frank Schultz.
Yeah, that's a good perspective. As we come to the first carousel, oh, he's really closing up a lot on Joni ahead. Andy, I'm sorry, I don't know his first name. Say he's behind. Keeping up with these guys. If he can keep, I'll tell you what, if he can keep right behind these two onto Dr. Her, he's going to get a mega of a run.
Yes. Double heavy slipstream.
Interesting to see though what two BMWs in a straight line would be like. Because I would say if I was Frank, obviously while the move to be down Dr. Her on Joni, it might also be smart to bump draft to try and get away from Mercedes. Because that Mercedes could get both of them if he stays close.
Yep, and then, yeah, I think the best possibility for the Mercedes is to just, go for the move at. Oh yeah, why can I? Wrong. I want to do that like that. The best possibility for the Mercedes is Yokohama, first turn Grand Prix course. And we got an answer from Shorty Bus. Shorty, can you mail me on Discord that you're a Shorty Bus? You will find me on Thomas Bienert Race Room on the official Race Room Discord. Maybe I can do something for you. Thank you. He said to us, let me change the camera perspective from Christoph Joni. He said to us that this is the official 2016 Australian GT Championship, or the 2017 Liquid Moly Bathurst 12 hours. Thank you.
That's good. Tell you what, send me your address because I'll send you a can of Sprite your way. That's good.
Nice.
Simon here, I think is he going for them? No, he's going for the move, trying to do much order.
You could see him. You could see him that he really wants to. He did a very late braking, and he still stays out. I think that is a mistake. Seriously, I think that is a mistake.
Yeah. I think so because you are practically at the halfway stage of the race. I think George actually, lost a lot of time on that lap and hit the wall because he's got a lot of damage on the front of his car.
Could be.
The front end was caved in, and he was 15 seconds behind the leader, whereas early in the lap I was all 7 seconds behind. So.
And he went into the box as P5 when he was basically P3.
Correct. So. Don't know what happened there.
Sometimes green hell is just green hell, right?
Yeah. Every corner requires maximum concentration, especially in these cars. So.
Oh no! Oh man!
You know what? I was going to say if we're going to talk about that commentator's curse involved, but I think it's just cameraman curse here. And that's fitting. They both get going at the exact same time. It's a shame, really, that had to happen.
Yeah. Sometimes it feels like you have a finger of death. You just click on someone and they instantly spin. I don't know.
That used to happen a lot during British touring cars in the 90s. They go on board with someone and it's like, and David Leslie goes into the corner, then comes out of the corner backwards. That happened a lot.
I really have to admit that I'm so sad that Raceroom didn't get the chance to make the official BTCC series. I'm concerned. I have really to say I'm concerned. I don't know if they really can do a great racing game as a standalone. Just make a standalone for a single race. I mean, Kunos Simulatie just did it perfectly right because they had a good race simulation before, but I don't know.
Yeah, with Kunos, they had the luck of not only not so much luck, but with a really good sim, but also having the backing of the SRO to forward a game like so Corsa Competizione, the official, basically SRO sport game. But yeah, with BTCC going to be making their own game, that's going to be really interesting to see the physics and see if they're going to base really off any type of physical model of any sim. I mean, who knows? It could be something completely scratch built, or model taken from something else.
I don't know. Let's see. But I think from all what we did in Race Room for touring cars the last 4 years, nearly 5 years, touring car esports, I think they did the wrong decision. Seriously.
Well, history's proven that with some sims, especially when it's been a standalone game, it's worked with ACC. One called Super League Formula, which was based off of only after one, the real Super League Championship, which ran about 7 years ago. That did not take off at all. So we'll see which way it goes.
And now we will see which way RS Andy will take, because yeah, he's going full throttle downwards through Fuchsröhre and then upwards again through Adenauer Forst, and he loses some 10th on the BMW, but Andy is really chasing down the BMW. I once had the chance to just go over the Nordschleife with how is it called? Track security? I don't know. It was a day when the Nordschleife was just cancelled for everyone else, and just the track security were able to go over the track, and it was really intense to see how far the amplitude of Hohen Acht is, or like how big the amplitude of Carousel is. It's really madness.
Oh, it's incredible. I'm glad to say that we both got experience, because a good friend of mine, and we see Darius, is he overtaken here around the outside? It's quite brave.
I think it was inside at least. The outside would be really brave.
But it was outside to inside there, like that was good. But what I was going to say was, a good mate of mine who's also on race, Richard Schaefer, he took me round a lap of the Nordschleife in his Renault, Leo, and it's insane. Not only did he drive it like it's the last lap of the opening 24 hours, the feeling of just going up and down side to side in that on the track was absolutely mega.
Yeah, I can just only imagine it. I really hope that sometime I can have a peek into some of the ring taxis, and then I don't know, maybe some of the faster drivers just take me with. I really don't have a problem to just throw up if they go full throttle. I would just love to see that for one moment, you know, what the real big balls racing drivers are doing in the 24 hours race, just for one lap.
All the size of grapefruits, I'd say, those guys.
Yes, I'm sorry if I say that like this, but to be honest, it's really. Can you find another less pathetic description for what they are doing in a 24 hours race on a Nordschleife? I don't know.
They got the cojones, I'd say as well.
Yes.
I mean, it's scary in a sim, especially when you're on the limit and you're in the high competitive field. I can't imagine real life what it's like, especially when you've got multi-classes and it's night time as well and raining. Just think of that, how intense that must be.
Really, just think about that. Oh, Finger of Death triggered again. Renault Airbillon had a little spun. Yeah, just imagine it. I mean, you're sitting in a 600 PS strong car, which is just chasing, I don't know, position number 2, and you're just having the guy in front of you in mind, and you say, all right, I can do it, and you're going as fast as you can, and then certainly you go over the hill at Hohen Acht, and one of the very slow, I don't know, what can I say, BM4s, the M4s or something from the GT4 class, or even slower, spun or something, or just fell down, or something happens to them, and you fly past them, and you can't really see it. You just instinctively go past it. I don't want to think about it.
I know, because the multi-classes, You've also got like I've seen some where you've got I think it's in the VLN where you've even got like a touring car class and even like production class, and then you also got the GT3s, and where some of these cars are just completely blind. As you go around the corner, and you suddenly see a car going at its max speed, but it's a much slower car. So yeah, it's not something I'm sure I would want to experience in a way.
I don't know. And I got a private message now from Visual VR, who corrected me to it's not PS, which obviously stands for Pferdestärke. It's HP, which means horsepower. It's basically the same, but yeah.
Yeah, I should say someone put in the comments question: is there any chance any series or championship where someone can compete a little bit with the control? Oh no, I'm sorry, the Bentley, who was in 17th, just went a little bit wide and hit the wall. That's a shame. And everyone's pitting, looks like. But just quickly to get to this question, is there any chance you can compete with a little bit with the controller? I think you can. Obviously not at top level, might be because the controls completely with the wheel. But I think you can, can't you? I've never tried it myself.
I tried it several times because I'm always kind of controller kid. I really do love to just sit at the couch and drive for fun, you know. And yeah, so I tried racing with a controller. I really don't like it, but that's my personal opinion. I saw lots of people, really lots of people, who managed to just set up the controller, because we have this, I think, 3 to 5 settings you can use to adjust it a little bit. And I saw people being really quick with the controller, but I would not recommend that. I really would not recommend that. I mean, what do you pay for a controller? 35 bucks, and what do you pay for driving for GT? It's 80 bucks, and it's so much better. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Just had a bunch of pit stops. RS Andy did not pit.
No. He has a special strategy, I think.
I'm sure the advantage of having a lap better tyres, which you will have, on these guys that have been on this lap, I'm not sure it's going to be worth it, because he's going to lose 8-9 seconds on this lap just if the tyres are low. Aaron Roberts, he is the first one after pit stop in the lead.
Yeah, I think so too. RS Andy, I don't know. Where was he? I think position number 10 or something. No, it can't be true. I mean, he has lead with 21 seconds. So let's count 30. Oh, maybe he's in P4, P5. I don't know.
I'm not so sure. I will say actually, I didn't realise Vane quite behind average, just 1 second. That'll be about for the net lead.
Yeah, we are still on P number 20. We're a little bit closer right now. I think we will jump soon forward, and another drive-through penalty for speeding in pits for Snail Low.
I think he was moving up the field a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to call him Snail, that's just a rule. I'm just going to call him Royal.
I don't know if that is really better.
Whether it's a nickname or real name, Snail, that's just not right for anyone, really.
I mean, but he named himself Snail, right? So I don't know.
That's true. That's true.
That's something. Yeah, he won soon. But we are back on the lead, or let's say the battle for the lead, because Konrad Wenk and Aaron Roberts find each other after the pit stops, and Konrad Wenk is really going for a late lunch. Holy moly.
I thought that was going to end up a big accident. They really came in with a lot more speed. Thankful that they didn't both fly off the road. Always welcomed it.
Yes, Aaron Roberts had a good feeling about it. He just opened up the steering a little bit, and yeah, let Konrad just approach at least the apex. Konrad lost so much momentum that there was no real threat then. But phew, if Aaron wouldn't have seen that, I don't know.
Yeah, I was a bit nuts. I'll tell you what, looking at the gaps, George Ortney, he's gaining on these guys. He was, I think, 15 seconds behind when he came in, and obviously he hit a lap early in these guys. So that really helped him getting that one lap early.
So, and the chat is saying your internet connection is a little bit bad. So, maybe you just have to reconnect, I don't know. Because I can hear you perfectly well in Discord. But they report that there is not much jack to hear. I don't know. And Renault Avion, who spun right before he went into the pits, now finds a way past Michael Freigang, who just basically let it pass.
Yeah. Wide there, and maybe at the moment, well, he hasn't pitted yet, so there's no point in tyres out.
We have not many people not pitted yet, but Michael Freigang, he probably will regret his decision.
Yeah, I mean, I got to say kudos to Sean pit right on the halfway mark. I think a bunch of these guys hit it lapped, right? Yeah, see how that plays out with the pace of the drivers, especially against the last lap.
I mean, we are far away from the last lap.
Mm. Yeah, I recommend, as some of the chat said, I recommend to 5P1 right now. It's pretty close.
I'm quite patient. You guys from the esports just taught me to be patient, because I know there will be no move when the people are not close enough. So if you're not close than 0.25 seconds, I don't expect anything to happen. I'm very conditioned on that, seriously. I know, for example, on Slovakia ring, I don't change the camera position until people are closer than 0.18, because seriously, if you guys aren't closer than 0.18 on the last corner, there's nothing happened. I tried it like several times and nothing happened. It's madness.
Yeah, I get it. You do make a good point. Slovakia ring, though, yeah, it's just on tracks where you got plenty of overtaking opportunities, but yeah, I hate how wide it is anyway. One of my favourite tracks.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's. If anything, I'm annoyed how often you use it. That's just my opinion. I'm sure someone like Bench who's happy to use for us to use his native track. I'm sure he's happy with the Cheshire cat about it.
Yeah, probably. Did you ever try the FRUS on Slovakia?
Tried on a few other circuits, but no, not on a Slovakia ring. But that would be something to.
You should try it. You should really try it, because you have this long, fast corners where the aerodynamic really shines, and then you have the slow infield where the FRUS are just beasts and tell you, no, I don't want to go through that corner. It's really fun. But right now we are looking at Konrad Wenk, which had a good run, and I think from the body language of Aaron Roberts, we can see he tries to position himself to counter it, and holy moly, he does a good job.
Oh, it's very tight. Oh, position to Bell though, especially kind of last corner. I noticed these guys gained about 10 seconds on RS Andy on that lap alone. So yeah, that showed for RS. Well, good try at it. The tyres just not have it. And is Sven going to go for the move at the hairpin? Oh,
Around the
wow.
outside looks very good, but Aaron, yeah, positions himself a little bit more through the inside, gets a better angle for turn number 2, and then just charges out. Look at the gap. Look at that gap. Just Aaron was so self-confident about what he was doing.
Yeah, Aaron positioned his car well because Sven did try the outside. I think he took a little bit down the tyres, which may be the reason why he ran wide, and also got the bad exit. Along with being on the bad ride. I'm a little bit surprised why he didn't go for the inside move. Oh, Michael, what happened there?
I think bad tires. Michael is the guy which hasn't pitted yet. So, yeah.
That is true, yes. I dread to think what his tyre where it's at right now. Those tyres must be like close to
Yeah, you could see it on the Hohenrhein chicane when he just slowed down to nearly standing because there was nothing, no grip at all.
Nah, just nothing. That's an hour of driving on these tyres. I mean, for example, in ADAC, even after 20 minutes, you're down to like 60% of tyre, depending on the track. So I tried to think for an hour on the tyre there.
And then with all the fast corners and all the amplitudes, it's not like you're just going around, I don't know, an oval, right? you're really tackling all the time the tires.
Exactly, when you're braking, accelerating, turning, always working, and the tyre temperatures as well, sky high. So it's almost like you're driving on ice. Even when you've got a good amount of tyres left, you're over what you're working so much.
Jonas Waren cannot really say he had a boring race. He really had so many battles. Now he's trying to defend Sebastian Reh while attacking Thomas Oliveira, and that comes surprising to me because the gap between those two cars were about 2 seconds, so it means Thomas Oliveira did a mistake, and now I think that is the worst part of refinding your rhythmus when you're shortly before Arenberg, shortly before Hatzenbach.
Yeah. Any part where you're going to turn left, right, like this bit for like 20, 30 seconds, if you just made a mistake or you've got someone behind you, it's really nerve-wracking to keep your composure and to keep on the track. Looks like Oliveira, though, pulled out a little bit of a gap on Jonas.
And Jonas now did a little mistake, and we cannot stay here because someone closed the gap, and that is Konrad Wenk. He really tries to get the win at that race. I would really see... I need to ask JF if there's any chance to get something like we can predict how much ranking they gain. That would be kind of cool, I think.
Yeah, something similar to like another sim where you have a certain strength of field, you know pretty much what you're going to gain out of it. So yeah, that'd be a nice feature. This.
And now Aaron Roberts shine again. He uses the part where the audio is very strong, just for his advantage. Still, Konrad is pushing hard on him. Half a second.
Yeah, it's hard to say which one of these two is the fastest. What's their quickest lap times? Aaron here has gone 8 minutes 50. Now, while on the fresh tyres, we're going to see lap times matching, if not close to this. So, what is the fastest lap time, you think?
Wenk has a 8:15.766 and Roberts has 8:15.437. So yeah, they are pretty much even.
So let's say Wenk even does get ahead. Aaron's probably going to keep up with him. So it's going to be very close. But Aaron has managed to make a little bit of a gap. If anything, I'd say he's got out the slipstream range here of Wenk. As his 1.1 seconds.
And that's something, yeah, we see here in the online ranking. Again, I would say we saw it last race, but we have to maybe cut it out because the DTM is very, very tough to drive. But in this case, you really want to position the BMW for the corners. You know you can attack, right? And if you approach Kesselchen, you want to make sure that the right-hander before you're as close as you can get to the Audi. That means that you don't care about any attacks, about any maneuvers before you really approach the right-hander.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I will say as well, this is one of the sims I'm happy that you don't really feel too much like or any bit like turbulent air, so you can afford to be real close behind someone before. Oh, sorry, I just don't think it's a further second on Aaron Roberts. I'm not sure if he's made a mistake.
Guess so. It's difficult to say that in racing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Back on what I was saying. Depending on the type of corner you come up to and the straight, you want to stay as close as possible in front. Probably within a second, that's when you will feel the slipstream. And because you don't really feel the turbulent air, you just stay right close behind someone, which is, in my view, the beauty of race stream as well.
There he goes, right upwards, hohe Nacht with the Audi. It seems like he had some nasty ideas before, because when I watch closely to the Audi, it doesn't look like it looked before. A little bit damaged.
Yeah, I don't know where he picked that up. I noticed that earlier a little bit when you were talking about a little bit of damage at the front. That obviously must have come from well, he spotted it, didn't he? So we didn't see it. So, but I wonder if that's affecting. I don't think it's affecting his speed.
No, seriously not. It seems more like he thinks about bump drafting Thomas Olivietto if he's not doing anything about his pace. Whoop! Little mistake.
Oh, a little bit of an error, and he's going to have dirt on his tyres. This is where the Porsche behind are really going to. I'm not sure if you're going to take a full advantage. The car now should be completely clean, but yeah, it's a bad error. It's time to elevate ahead. Hard to see if he gets a slipstream and not to know her.
Oh, will be difficult, I think. And if you guys think you can do better than us both at Wednesday evening, then send me a DM. And on Discord, you will find myself on the Racing Discord server, Thomas Bienert, and then you can just talk to me, and maybe I will invite you as co-commentator for the next online ranked multiplayer race. But for now, we see the Grello attacking the Audi.
Yeah, getting a good run. Top speed of Porsche is not great, although it does help that Jonas is getting a tiny bit of slipstream on the BMW. So, a little bit unlucky for me here. It's not going to be able to make the move, I don't think, stick. We'll see what we can do at the first corner.
Maybe not. But he's trying to hold the gap at least, you know. But now the gap is getting a little bit too big. I think 0.45 seconds. No way you can really try it. But on the other side, I see Simon De Mori, which tries to attack Marcel Weber.
Yeah, pair of BMWs. This is going to be a bit like fire and ice, really. When you got two of the same cars battling. So, what's the lap time? What's the fastest lap of these two?
It's actually De Mori is 1.2 seconds faster than Marcel Weber. Marcel Weber just managed to do a 8:16.7, and Simon De Mori is doing an 8:15.5.
Yeah, oh, good.
Yep.
Good move up inside there. De Mori.
That was far too easy in my mind.
Yeah. It was a little, I would say, but if Weber is a little bit slower, yeah, sometimes it's okay just to give up a spot to someone who's, I'd say, a bit faster, because then you probably lose less time overall.
Yeah, especially in a Nordschleife, right? I mean, what do you really earn by trying to hold your position when in the end it just makes psychological pressure and you start missing the apexes, right? So just let him pass and then you have a free race again.
Pretty much, yeah. Sometimes you just want to, most of the time, you just want to run your own race. It's only worth defending, battling when someone is, match you for pace and very close. If someone's much faster, it doesn't make too much sense to defend.
Yeah.
It just costs it costs you time. I know usually a driver wouldn't care too much about the drive behind, but you've got to think of yourself, especially for a race of this magnitude as well.
And these two guys just fighting, I think, since an hour. I think the only situation when they didn't fight was the moment when Darius pitted and Arzani just decided to go a little bit longer, while Jonas Paden spun again.
That's a shame. He was running well, he was making up places. Looks like he's got no extra damage on the front, so I don't think it's a fall, but yeah, that's a shame.
Extra damage. That is a good description. We are looking back on Konrad Wenck. He managed to close the gap by 1 second. Still, he's not gaining heavily. He's just gainingly. That's not bad. He just gains 10th by 10th.
Yeah, your English is getting better.
Gainingly, it's awesome, right?
I wonder if that's the dictionary. But yeah, I know it's here. Aaron, he's actually got he bettered his fastest lap by a second that last lap. But I think he's made a little mistake on this lap or two because he's lost 1 second. I think he started the lap 2 seconds ahead.
And Wenck is really doing. Oop, that was not what I wanted to do. Wenck is doing just well, but in the end, I mean, he climbs up 10th by 10th, right? So this means the only opportunity for him is doing the best what he can, and he still does it, right? He's pushing, and so what is the next level of pushing you can do when you already push?
That's it. I mean, there comes a point when if you start making mistakes, you're overdriving. So if you do see yourself gaining, just try and give it that momentum. Don't ask for too much. Especially when you know that if you can get to that 1 second gap or lower, you're in that slipstream. And once you're in that, you can relax a little bit, knowing you're always getting speed advantage and car in front just from slipstream.
And that is something he really doesn't have right now. 1.4 seconds now, 2 seconds gap, and it seems like Aaron is a little bit more confident about the track limits. So Moodkurve, he was just, I would say, half a second faster. That really hurts, especially when you're chasing.
I agree, and both these cars, when it comes to the high-speed corners, they're very equal. The BMW, I would still say, it's going to be a little bit better, but the Audi is very good, and this is the part of the track where I'd say we're going to see more of drivers can make use of the circuit as opposed to the cars having an advantage.
So since both cars cannot really find a new opportunity to attack, and Konrad lost a little bit, we jump back into the field on Piatkowski, RBR, and Tobias Hering.
Yeah, RBR is coming through the field. He's got a little bit of damage. I think we saw that earlier when he made contact with the wall. Yeah, he's coming through the field. He's got the BMW of Piatkowski. Correctly.
Piatkowski way too much on the inside. That was kind of the worst angle he could find for that turn. and now he struggles to find the pace. Ui, 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 ui. That is, everyone just played now the same game. Piatkowski had lots of luck, I think.
A little. I mean, it's very section of track. Obviously, you don't want to be banging too hard at. Herbion did get alongside. I think he was starting back in the overlap. But one thing I will say is that I'm impressed by we've seen a lot of clean racing, clean driving. I know we've seen a few mistakes from people, but the racing in general is pretty good, I would say.
I mean, that is what we expect on a 1,600 plus rating. So I really hope that we can keep it going, and we are maybe soonish have a 1,700 plus rating, and then things just keep on increasing like in other games. But right now, I think they really do well, and it's fun to watch, right?
Absolutely, especially around here, where the concentration levels, without probably knowing it, are higher than other circuits. So it's really good to see. These guys have been pretty well behaved today.
Someone who certainly don't want to see the opponent in the slipstream is Aaron Roberts. Yeah, he finds himself just giving Conrad some speed, some momentum.
Yeah, close to 7/10. That's a big. I mean, that BMW on the straight, it's mega, absolutely mega. Compared to the Audi. 2 laps to go now, I think. Just under 14 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, obviously 2 laps. Easy mathematics.
Yeah, maths was a strong suit of mine at school, so.
Conrad, I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. They really do a great race in P1 and P2. What I can imagine from what I've seen through the past laps is that maybe Conrad is doing a very, very optimistic move, because he feels like there is not much space. There is not really the perfect moment when he can just try to go for an overtake. So he has to go very strong. I don't know.
Yeah, we've seen evidence of that early in this race when he went for that dive on Aaron just at the end of the first sector. We'll see. Now, I hope we don't really see those top moves. They can obviously do accidents, but he just needs to show a little bit more patience, especially while he's this close now, 6/10.
No, he needs to be very, very, very focused through Hudson-Bach. The BMW really don't like that section. He missed the first apex, which doesn't help.
No, cost him 2.5 to 3 tenths. Looks of it. And this is, to be fair, this is probably the strong point of the Audi, this part of the circuit. Also being mid-engine, I think it's going to be a little bit easier with tyres.
Distance between the first 2 cars a little bit above 1 second, and the Audi is gaining. Oh, that's something. That's something you don't want to see when you're behind the leader.
No, and I noticed as well that lap just on Conrad, he set the fastest lap of the race, I think, so far. Faster than Aaron anyway. So these two got an answer for each other.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I'm really looking forward to this battle right to the end.
You're absolutely right. Aaron is now sitting on a 1:14.4, and
1:14. That's quite fast from both sides.
yep. And Conrad is just faster by 0.2, so it's not that really that much faster. I brought a I think very creative split screen. Bottom left corner you have, in the bottom right corner you have the side of Aaron, and right in the middle you have the side of Conrad.
Yeah, that's a good perspective. Through that corner we just went through, I noticed that Conrad went a little bit wide, lost a couple of tenths.
We are back at 1.3 seconds, but it seems like Aaron really controls sector number 1.
Yeah, that's well, sector 1. Due to a lot of corners, I'm going to say it's 50-50 because on cars, because the Grand Prix layout, I'd say BMW's better. But then when we get to the start of the Nordschleife, the Audi, when it starts getting twisty, that starts to run away a little bit.
So let's stay curious what happens here. We jump back right into some overtakings. I think Thomas Hering tried to attack at Schwedenkreuz. Just watching the GT3s, and I see no, Marco Cherdron. He didn't say anything about the pronunciation. I did last time. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Well, well, in German name, so
But I don't know.
Chiron.
No, doesn't really sound German. I would say Marco Cherdon. I don't know.
That sounds more French.
Yes, right. That is what's concerning me. But if we look behind the German driver, we see Jonas. He knows his car, even though he has a little aerodynamic damage. I mean, yeah, you can try it. Pooh, I don't want to see that. Oh, that never can go.
Oh, you know what? That's nice to see. Just leaving a little bit of room. Oh, that was a nice, hard and fair little scrap there.
Still, he finds himself on P11. No way to really go past that Porsche, even though Sebastian Reh is struggling a lot with the racing line.
Yeah, he doesn't look very composed. I mean, I wouldn't advise fry up my exhaust pipe, but also have Jonas, you can make a highlight package of his race alone.
Yes.
He's had a lot of action today.
Absolutely. But Jack, I miss you in that race. I really miss you in that race. I know you're most of the time one of the guys who really go for some crazy moves you would not really expect. I don't know what is going on in your head when you're driving. I would really like to just read your mind all the time when you're racing.
Well, it's my dad tells me it's a little bit like a Senna complex, where like look, I'm right now, calm, I'm me basically, but then on the track I transform, because I feel like you have to, especially with the compared nature with drivers, competition, ramping up. You have to be ruthless, and that's what everyone else is getting as well. So you can't at all be a pushover.
By the way, pushover and ruthless. Let's check out the distance between the leader and P2, and we see 10.6 seconds. I would say this is over. We know already the winner if Aaron is not controlling it.
I wish I'd picked it up. I have to say that we made a mistake. That's a picture of Jonas. always trying to show his nose inside, touch the grass, all that's not good. It's out the tyres.
Oh, I thought he would spin. I really thought he would spin. Did you see how much oversteer he had already?
His working the wheel, he must have been soaring at it.
Yes, yes. And now he has not enough momentum. Ah, maybe it's enough. And always,
Yeah.
the people always, I can't understand it. I seriously can't understand it. Why everyone is having the door open on the inside of Antonius Bucher? I don't understand it.
Well, as we saw there, he had such a run that he cleared him before he started to turn left. So I think if he went to the outside, he still cleared him. That's one of the parts of the track where you just can't do anything. It's frustrating. I've had it done to me, and I've known it other people. So, two BMW songs, so that was interesting.
Yep, but one with aerodynamic damage, and in the moment when the slipstream breaks, the momentum goes. And dear Wuschel VR, we don't know what happened to Wenk. We just saw him. We saw the big gap.
Yeah. I wonder if that damage that Herbjorn has did. I wonder if it did affect his top speed there.
I don't know, maybe. It's not impossible, I think.
Or gas was too early and touched sideways. It's about second now. Porsche closing up. Look, Porsche in front, Porsche behind. It's got a bit of damage as well.
Seems like an end of the race in Green Hell. Everyone just met the name, met the track.
Wouldn't be Green Hell if it didn't happen, would it?
Nope. So, don't forget, guys, I will show you what is happening next week. From pretty different cars in next week online multiplayer ranked. Make sure your ranking is set up and you are ready to join the server when it opens. Oh, do we wait? Do we wait? It seems like Jonas is approaching Marco. We don't want to miss that. Aggressive line here.
Yeah, every inch of track. I can see that Shadow is he's fine. He's not using all the track possible. Doesn't look like it's affecting him too much though. But the thing is, keep rolling back at him. But also as well, the Corvette. One of the quickest cars in a straight line. So,
Not enough for the Audi. Paren catches Shadow way before Schwedenkreuz.
what happened there? Shadow must have made a little mistake. He lost a lot of momentum.
I don't know. Maybe he had to lift a little bit too much on Flugplatz. I wouldn't be that big of a surprise, right? Corvette is basically the car with the highest tire wear, so probably, yeah, he has to lift more than he wants to.
That is true. That is a factor. And I think as well in high-speed corners, that's not the Corvette's strong suit. Whereas the Audi is very long in its feet in some areas.
So since Jonas passed now the German guy, let's have a look at what we do next week on online multiplayer ranked server. And as you see, it is a FR US on Indianapolis, a track which lots of people are a little bit criticizing. I don't know, criticize about it. How can I say that properly?
Yeah, I'd say the track is criticised.
Yes,
I'd say.
I would say that as well. People are, by the way, yeah, guessing if someone will be lapped. No, we don't have any lap drivers. It's P 27. He's off the race, and as you see, Ralf Schiestel is not really. Maybe if he does a little mistake, maybe he gets lapped, but I can't really imagine that.
No, I would expect it, but one person who's definitely not getting lapped is even this guy, even though he's the leader. But he's pulled away from Bank. He's gap up to 13 seconds. Done a really good solid job this race. Aaron's kept out of trouble. He didn't qualify on pole in the front row, but he's out of trouble.
And another attack right before Mutkurve. They are brave. They are brave. We have to say that.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a lap to do to try something like that, it's this lap. I don't blame Sebastian Reed too much. Kind of have to go for it, especially where he's in the corner where the Porsche is probably better than the Corvette.
It is basically the last chance now. You see bottom right corner, the leader, Aaron. We'll follow him through his victory.
Yeah, he has a perfect wrong. He's done a very good solid job, just about heading up this track left to go. So worrying if Sebastian here, they can keep close, do a mistake out of Sheridan, or get him on the dot and a half.
Just to make sure, don't do any mistakes, any big mistakes like this.
Good save though. That's a challenge. I'm sure.
Leader is on Döttinger Höhe, so race is over soon.
Look at the gap. So, 45th, close, but proposed now Roberts approach in the last one now. How to take, I'd say.
When did Marcelo Caserta join the server? I mean, he retired, but when did Caserta just join the server? I didn't see that.
I think also now Roberts takes a very good win. No mistakes done. Good job to Aaron. Fellow pro as well, so get in there.
Nice one, nice one. So he's the second winner of our streamed online ranked races. Let's look a little bit back to Konrad Wenk. He finishes on P3, and then it seems like, no, they are not fighting really, but they need to figure out who will finish in P10. This time we see Antonius Buche will be defended on the inside. Still, Marco Chaudron does not really push the Porsche through the outside, even though he would have enough space. So they are pretty fair. And it seems like the Corvette is in the better position because he's going less of the track. But approaching or braking into the Hohenrhein-Chicane, that could be a little bit difficult. And yes, now Sebastian Reh backs off. He accepts his fate. Maybe tries on the exit, but that is never going to work out.
Nah, it was a good effort. Good defense from Sheridan, and yeah, I was still about there at the end.
Absolutely. So that was a very great race. I loved it. I loved just to watch it. And I have to say, I loved it to commentate with you. It's the first time we tried it, and it was like absolutely into cold water. We never tried it before.
No, it's my first ever time doing this. I don't know how to judge how I was, so only the people watching you can judge. Also, you, Thomas.